솔직히 그렇게
It's in the game.
솔직히 이쪽에 시공사 솔직히
Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 8th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Moore to the air. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Still looking, on the move. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Bryant. Jumped on top of the pile.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Moore. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Dances away. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the right. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Listen, if you're a defender, you gave up the completion, and that stinks. You don't want to do that. You don't want to give up yards. But if you do, you want to take a chunk out of the quarterback's hiney. Great job hitting him right in the middle.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
Got enough space, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They go to the ground, and he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Moore will throw. Under fire. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And the Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. Buying some time. Creates a little space. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And the Longhorns have moved it inside the 20. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Texas! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Moore to the air. Right on the money. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on second down. Moving away from pressure. Looking left. The sure hands, it's Whittington. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll try the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Ducks are rolling down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Bring in the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's a bit of an interesting choice. You could break the tie with the field goal, but worst case scenario, you don't convert on 4th down, they're backed up in their own end. Moore will throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, 4th and goal, you're backed up a little bit after a couple bad plays, and you make the play. You needed it. You find your receiver, throw it up. He goes and gets it. What a play by this offense in a critical moment.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Pressure coming. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires to the right. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Now adjusting. He's going to run it. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he has! The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air?
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you know they're going to go for it again on fourth down. At least you think they are, because early in this game we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple fourth downs. They didn't get any of those. They got to find a way to stay on the...
He's going to fire deep. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, big-time players make big plays in big games. And on that fourth down, final play of the first half, what an unbelievable job making the grab and taking it in for the touchdown. That was huge for the offense, giving them the lead. You just can't do it any better than that.
The extra point here would tie the game. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. Past the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And they might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs are going to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
To the air, it's Manning. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll send the back in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's moving out of the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The play-action fake. They get to him as he throws. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball? And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Moore to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
From the red zone, it's Whittington. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. That's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Here comes the heat. Fires to the end zone. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down.
Ready, set. Okay, ready.
Motion from the back. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's run out of bounds when they've got it now, first and goal. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Oregon! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Right back to the well. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To throw, it's Manning. Oh, they're after him. Makes a grab down the middle. Turning it on. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run.
He's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
look. Now the pitch. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
Really good job by this defense, man. 4th down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now get...
The Sneak scores it.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Looking for the 2-point try.
Get set, get set.
He will not get there. Stopped on the 2-point conversion try, and they still trail by 1 here in the 4th.
Texas, 20.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Number 49, set to kick this one.
They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Offense in a split backfield. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Wants to go up top. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. The 20. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
And that's a play, when people look back on this game, that could be the one that ends up deciding it, because getting the block on the extra point and taking it back for the safety puts them now up 3 points here late in the 4th quarter. That was a huge momentum-shifting play.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Moore will throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator, because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Defense showing blitz here. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Rushes on him. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker.